I want you to go look in the mirror and see if you got bags under your eyes. So for me, I don't really got them, right? What you see right here is really just the shape of my nose. So I don't have bags under my eyes, but maybe you do. And maybe you even got a poor mood throughout the day. Maybe you're constantly pissed off. Maybe you're daydreaming all the time. Maybe you just can't seem to focus because you just feel so sleep deprived. Maybe you go like, just like that in class for like the entire class. That's like half the kids in my class. That's what they do. They basically just doze through their entire class while I'm sitting there. I'm taking notes. I'm getting all the information into my noodle while they're slacking behind. Why? Because I optimize my sleep. Because I wake up at 4 a.m. every day. So today we're gonna fix all those issues that you have. Bags under your eyes, poor attitude, daydreaming, dozing during class, all that. We're gonna tackle it with waking up super early. So today I'm gonna show you why it's necessary to get up early for a huge amount of success and a lot of drive in basically all areas of life. So if you're really honest with yourself, you spend most of your time just doing bullshit, right? Maybe it's school, maybe it's your job, maybe it's commuting there and back, maybe it's just taking a shower and brushing your teeth. What all those have in common is that there's stuff that you just have to do. So it's actually what we do in our spare time that really matters. And most of our free time is either in the early morning or late at night. So the point of this video is to adjust the window of the time that we're awake to all the way to the beginning or all the way to the very end. So we have a giant block of time where we can just do whatever we want. We're not committed to anything. We got nowhere to be. We got nowhere to go, so we can just focus on ourselves, right? So I recommend having that block of doing the important stuff very early because basically it saves brain power. You're more engaged in the early mornings compared to late at night because you simply have more brain power to devote to your work just early in the day. Because as you go throughout the day, you have more stuff that you have to take care of. You just lose your brain's capacity. When you get to the end of the day, you're a lot less motivated to go to the gym, script a video, film a video, do anything that's actually hard to do. So what I recommend is just do all the hard stuff at the beginning of the day. It'll feel a lot more gratifying and you'll honestly just have a much easier time and be able to pump out a much better quality of work basically. So maybe on that point, your individual experience might vary. Maybe you're what's called a night owl. Maybe your circadian rhythm or something is different, but I like to do it in the mornings. Moving on, if you look at the routine of any successful politician, CEO, innovator, inventor, engineer, like basically any influential person throughout history, they were all early risers. Like they didn't really seize the day so much as they absolutely tackled it just super early in the morning. You know, there's the famous Ben Franklin quote where he says, "Early to bed and early to rise makes a man healthy, wealthy, and wise." Which, I mean, that's totally true. And if Ben Franklin actually practiced what he preached there, that probably explains a lot of his success. What some people believe about getting up early is that they need this giant mug of coffee or caffeine to get out of bed every day. And that's actually kind of false. Like, you don't really need a giant, what do they call it at Starbucks, like a venti full of sugar and milk, like estrogenic soy stuff to get out of bed every day. That's entirely false. What I do is I take a cold shower and then just go for like a mile-long run in like the early morning. That'll wake you up much more than a cup of coffee ever could. If you do still feel like you need coffee after that and you're actually, doing the extremely hard task of taking a cold shower and going for a mile run in the dark every day, if you've been awake for an hour and you still feel like you need caffeine, go ahead and drink a mug of black coffee, but make sure it's black because stuff like sugar and stuff like milk is going to slow your brain down, and especially if you're a guy, it's going to have detrimental effects on your overall health. So yeah, make sure you drink your coffee pretty much as black as coal. Another false belief that people may have about waking up early is that they don't feel motivated to get out of bed. They usually just go back to sleep when their alarm goes off. what I like to do in this situation when I don't feel like getting out of bed is to use the rolling technique. Basically, if you can imagine, I'm just lying in bed, right? I just roll out of bed so that I go over the edge of my bed and I just roll onto the floor, and I'm on the floor now. And I basically have no other option but to just get up and start my day, because the floor is very uncomfortable and it's very dirty, believe me. So another thing that you can do to make sure that you get up very early all the time is to get an accountability partner. So an accountability partner is someone who's gonna make sure that you get up very early in the day along with them. So maybe they're gonna send you a text, maybe they're gonna knock on your door, maybe they're just gonna turn your light on and say, hey, get up, man. But whatever they're doing, an accountability partner is making sure that you get up very early along with them. So you encourage each other to have discipline. You kind of have this back and forth kind of support. Another thing that I like to do is I plan my next day. I plan my future day the night before when I'm getting ready for bed. So right when I wake up in the morning, I know exactly what I have to do. So I'm a lot more motivated to get it done because I have the whole day planned out. Another thing people believe about getting up early that's false is that they don't really know what to do at 4 a.m. So what I recommend doing when you're planning out your day is you always do the hardest things first. So whatever personally you find difficult to do, that is a necessary task, you should do that first. So maybe that's homework, maybe that's going to the gym, maybe that's taking a cold shower, maybe that's scripting a video, maybe it's filming a video. Whatever it is, you should do that first in your day. So for me, it was the gym for the longest time. And believe me, there's nothing like hitting a bench PR after taking a cold shower. That's what living really feels like. You just feel amazing. You feel like you can take on the world after you've taken a 3-minute cold shower. It just kind of hijacks your dopamine reward system. You're just super motivated. Your dopamine is down here. I explained this before, but when your dopamine baseline is very low, pretty much anything can motivate you. So I just absolutely smash a workout at 5 a.m. after I take a cold shower. It's a great routine. So your actionable step for this video, what you can do right now to improve your morning routine, is you can go down to the Google Doc that I put in the description. There's a link to it. It's a shared Google Doc. Go to File and then make a copy. So make a copy of that Google Doc. And then put your ideal morning into the time slots. As you can see on the doc, I kind of made these little blocks of time organized by half hours so that you can plan out your morning from about 4 or 5 a.m. all the way to say noon. Or you can plan out your entire day on it even. So yeah, just put the hardest stuff first. Make sure you put in time for all of the necessary acts. You got some time for cold showering and for gym and for school and all that. Make sure it's realistic. But yeah, go ahead and use that doc in the description. Print out the document, tape it to your wall where you can see it, and then put that whole routine into practice. So that's going to do it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions or comments, obviously please put them in the comments. I would appreciate that. Like and subscribe if you like what you saw here. I would very much appreciate that. Go watch my other videos on lifestyle optimization. I'll put a playlist somewhere around here. So yeah, see you later.